Okay, welcome to part 3 of the RevSim Virtual Coffee Break Series featuring democratizing HPC. I'm here today with Wolfgang Gintz and Alan Chalker. Just a quick note about RevSim.org. As you may know, it's a neutral, global, open community portal for the sharing of the latest industry news, events, case studies, blogs, white papers, webinars, best practices, and so forth. There you can also find some consulting advice and some solution providers to help you democratize simulation. One note is that while this series is focusing on HPC, there are certainly a wide variety of related technical and business topics pertaining to democratizing simulation on the site. So we hope that when you get a minute, you'll visit the site, register for the newsletter, register for the information, and just make yourself more familiar with the site. So with that, I'm going to turn things over to Wolfgang.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bob. And I will continue this coffee break with another case study, interesting one from basically fluid dynamics, using ANSYS Fluent for bioreactor simulations. And it is from the shelf of our case studies. This is number 206, and it's about design space of a sparge bioreactor on Microsoft Azure. And as many of our case studies here from UberCloud, this is about HPC in the cloud, which we believe is strongly supporting the trend towards democratization of HPC, because in our case, engineers don't have to buy large computers anymore. They can use their workstations, and from that, through the browser, get into any cloud, any HPC, high-performance computing cloud, which they wish. And this case study has been performed by Shravan Kumar, Mark Horner, Sheetal Kumar, Joshi from ANSYS. And they are in the Bio Life Science group at ANSYS. And this especially is a pharmaceutical production tank mixers, which they have simulated and which they have done some scalability studies, some benchmarking using the Microsoft Azure high-performance computing cloud. So the challenge here is it is a multi-phase problem, including complex turbulent fluid dynamics impacting oxygen mass transfer. And it's a quality by design, QBD approach to process development and control. The emphasis is really on robust characterization of this manufacturing process by identifying the overall design space which an engineer is looking at, and a set of parameters where the engineer then is able to select the best suited parameter set for improving product quality. They used various geometries and the parameters I already mentioned, which influence then the oxygen mass transfer. At the end, the engineers want to understand the effect of these parameters. So which parameter has a strong influence on this overall design, and which can lead to robust design and optimization of the bioreactor processes. And in the next slide here, you can see the results the team has achieved by using ANSYS Fluent, the Workbench, and Design Explorer. And here it says in an UberCloud container. So that's indeed a quite novel approach. You know, software containers are already like 10, 15 years old and embedded into different operating systems in the past, but not really used by application engineers so far. So like a few years ago, we took one of these container technologies, which is called Docker, and we have added have 24 of additional high-performance computing layers on top of it, like, for example, to understand InfiniBand, to understand MPI message passing, to understand GPUs. So these containers are really able to bring all the HPC power of the underlying infrastructure now to the engineering application. You simply put your whole workflow, your engineering workflow, into one container. You upload your data, and then within a second, through your browser, you access this, in this case here, the ANSYS Fluent container, and then you are ready to go. You get login and password, and it's interactive. It is identical look and feel which you have from your workstation already. So okay, so we used this ANSYS container, handed it over to the ANSYS team, and then they did, as you see here, benchmarks for up to 256 processor cores and 6, 8, 16 compute nodes. So, and you see a highly scalable behavior of ANSYS Fluent for this very specific geometry and physics here. And you could, put your simulation down in this specific case here on 168 cores, and the whole entire design of experiment took, instead of like 2 weeks, now they were able to do it in less than 24 hours. Okay, then I want to hand it over to Ellen.
Okay, thanks, Wolfgang. And as a reminder, if you want more information about that case study, you can visit the UberCloud website and get that compendium. I do also want to explicitly have a call to action for those of you that are watching, and that's to join the RevSim community. There's a variety of stakeholders. It doesn't matter if you are in academia, if you're an industry analyst, if you are a simulation provider or a consumer, or if you're in media or some sort of industry organization. There's a role for you, and we'd love to have you involved and engaged with the RevSim portal. So finally, just to close out, we've got some URLs here. Please do visit the Revolution Simulation website and register an account and contribute there. If you want more information from either Wolfgang or myself, you can visit the OSC website for myself, or you can visit the UberCloud website to subscribe to our newsletters or find more about that. And so thank you for paying attention. Bob, Wolfgang, and I will be back for our next one. It'll be posted shortly.